Morning. Hello. How are we all doing? Enjoying the sun and the heat, I hope. I do have my door/window open, so you may hear waves or you may hear neighbors. We'll see. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing okay. And yeah, maybe pop in the chat if you're here. It's nice to know who's here. And we'll get started in maybe like 30 seconds. We're going to focus on being thankful today. That's our kind of theme that we're going to work with. We'll start with doing some breath work. We'll do some written tasks on that. And then we'll meditate and reflect at the end. Morning, Shona. Oh, and a sunshine emoji. Love it. I've been out for a walk already and it felt so nice to just be out in the sun. And seeing how many other people are out and about at 8 o'clock this morning. Oh, that's me getting a notification saying meditation on YouTube has started. So that we should probably start then. So we're going to start with morning, Katrina. We're going to start with a little face massage. We haven't done that in a while. And I feel like I really need it. And I feel like maybe some of you might need it as well. So we're going to start with our index finger and our middle finger on both hands. We're going to go straight in with the jaw. So straight in with this chunky bit under the ear to the jaw. Morning, Ayla. And we're just going to massage our jaw. So pushing in, giving as much pressure as you need. Maybe sometimes just holding and then releasing can feel really nice. On the bits that feel really tight, might want to close your eyes. I don't know why closing my eyes feels like it's slightly less painful. And yeah, maybe pressing around with some pressure. And then giving some good circles one way and the other way. We'll move up to the temple. So just from the bottom of your eyebrow towards your top of your ear, this little area. I think we've all rubbed our temples in either a stressful situation or a tiring situation. And it can feel quite nice. And again, maybe I'd do a bit of lighter pressure if you want to hold, not as strong as the jaw. And then we're going to pull on the earlobes. So we're going to pull on the earlobes. So sitting up nice and tall, pulling on the earlobes and just releasing your jaw and moving your jaw side to side. And then letting go of the ears. We'll do that one more time. So really sitting up tall, pulling the earlobes down and releasing that jaw. And letting go. We're just going to rub the top of the eyelids, maybe under the eyebrows, under the eyes. Just rubbing the eye area. Being gentle on the eyelid. On the forehead. You can just maybe do some strokes across the forehead. And then one of my favorite ones, we're going to get our index fingers and we're going to go below the nose and where the kind of apple of the cheek meets the bottom of the nose. And we're going to put some pressure in. This is not the most attractive, but that's fine. We're going to put some pressure in and then we're going to run up and along the cheekbone. I like to do it both at the same time. So finding that pressure in first and seeing how that feels and then working your way up and along the cheekbone. So from the side, it looks like pushing in and running up and along. One more time, pushing in, running up and along. And then we'll just rub this part of the ear. So just rubbing up and down. Just kind of outside of the ear, where the ear kind of meets the face. And then just doing whatever else you need. Maybe rubbing the cheeks a little. patting, tapping, maybe, whatever else you need. Maybe rubbing the neck a little bit, or the shoulders, giving them a good squeeze, and the arms, shaking out the hands, and closing down the eyes when you're ready, settling down, dropping that all away, and closing down the eyes, just taking a minute to notice where your hands have been, where the touch has been. Maybe how your face feels now compared to how it felt before. Maybe it felt really tense and you hadn't noticed, or maybe you really noticed and you needed to release that tension. What temperature does your face feel? Do different parts feel different because that's where you focused on? Did you miss any parts? And while you're doing this, maybe just relaxing the eyebrows, opening the jaw slightly, moving it side to side. And just taking a minute to notice how the rest of your body's feeling. Lovely. And then we're going to move a bit more internally and notice our breathing and how our breathing is this morning. And just gradually allowing that to become deeper and deeper. Lovely. And then we'll take a really big inhale through the nose, and we're going to forcefully exhale through the mouth. So inhaling through the nose, exhale, inhale even more this time, exhale, and again filling up the whole torso. And slowly blinking your eyes open. Come back to your space, maybe rolling the shoulders out, giving them a shake, well, whatever you need. Grabbing a drink of something, and we'll grab our notebooks as well. Lovely. So for those that were here at the beginning and maybe those who joined later, we're focusing on just being thankful today. Whenever the sun comes out, I'm always very thankful. It always puts me in such a positive mindset. I'm generally in a positive mindset anyway, but it really, I don't know, just brings out this joy and this thankfulness that I thought we could focus on today. So for the first written task, just to start off, I would like to write down What are you thankful for at the moment? Just a list of things or words or sentences of what you are thankful for at the moment. And when you're ready. Okay, take another 30 seconds finishing that off. Okay, and then we'll move on to the second one. So I'd like you to write the numbers 1 to 10 on your paper with some space beside them. And beside those numbers, I'd like to write down 10 people who you would like to send a thank you card or letter to at the moment. There could be way more than 10, but we're going to focus on 10 people that you would send a thank you card or letter to at the moment. Or just in general. They don't even have to be people that you know. They could be authors or artists or celebrities or anyone, whether they're close to you or you don't know them, who've helped you and you want to say thanks. 10 people. Okay, and finishing off your list of people. You don't necessarily need to write why, just their name is perfect. Okay, and then for the next and final written task, which will take up the rest of this time, we're going to pick one person from your list of people. So maybe have a look and pick just one of them. It could be any, doesn't have to be the first or the last, any random one from that list. So take a second just to think who you want to pick. Okay. And then I want you to write that card, that letter, and what you would say. If you don't have to send it, it doesn't have to go anywhere, but if you were to write this card / letter to this person, what would it say? And we're going to time it for 3 minutes just to write down what that might look like. Okay, I'll pop a timer on. And we're just going to keep going for the whole timer. And write our thank you card / letter to this person. Ready? And go. Oh, that's the timer. We'll just finish up on maybe if you're on the last sentence, just rounding up your sentence. I always find it quite emotional doing that, especially when it's someone that maybe I haven't spoke to in a long time, and it's something that I know, but maybe they don't realize that the impact they've had on that person. So yeah, I always get a bit emotional. Great. Okay, maybe popping your pen and paper down, maybe having a drink, or just settling back down. And we're just going to meditate. To finish, but we'll do a quick little pranayama. So we're just going to do a little chant of just to settle us back down. So the letters in that of kind of how it's pronounced is AUM, but it's usually seen as OM. M. And we'll take a normal inhale, normal exhale. We'll inhale again, and then we'll say but without touching our lips at the end. Trying to keep them open as long as possible and only touching them when you're finished. So we're not humming, we're chanting this chant. So we're going to inhale, exhale, one more inhale, and we'll begin. And inhaling and exhaling. Settling down the eyes. Maybe noticing how that made you feel. If you felt the vibrations, how long it was, how short it was. How it felt to use your voice. I would like you in your mind to now take the time and remember or go through what you just wrote down in your letter. And maybe there was a few more things you wanted to write down. Could you write them down in your mind? Could you say them to yourself? And like I was saying, it usually makes me quite emotional. How did it make you feel? Maybe it made you feel really happy, or maybe it made you feel quite sad or excited or wishful to see them soon. How did it make you feel writing to that person that you chose? And if you were to imagine yourself giving that letter or that card to that person, how might they react? Do you think they would expect it? Do you think they'd be surprised or shocked or thankful themselves? Would they cry? Would they smile? Maybe they wouldn't share too much emotion. Maybe they're quite a closed book. How might they react to you giving it to them? And where might that be? Is there a particular country that you usually see them or that you met? Is it a city? Is it back home? Is it work? Maybe it's on holiday. Where might you interact with this person, and where might you have to go to possibly give it to them? Lovely. And then I would like you to, in your mind, pass that over from hand to hand, to pass it to that person, and then to hug them, to embrace them, whether that's in a handshake into a hug or it's just a hug. Maybe it's quick. Maybe it lasts a long time. Are they taller than you? Are they shorter than you? Are you the same height? Are you hugging on top or underneath? Maybe it's a side hug. How are you embracing that person? And as you're embracing that person, I want to read a short quote. Be thankful for what you have. You'll end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you will never, ever have enough. And that's by Oprah Winfrey. We're going to take a deep inhale and really embrace that hug, really let it settle. Forceful exhale and let that hug disappear. Then one more breath just by yourself. And exhale. And opening the eyes, coming back to your space, coming back to your moment. Maybe rubbing the face, maybe rubbing the shoulders, connecting back to the physical body. Maybe giving them a little squeeze on the arms or maybe a pat. Whatever you need. And we're going to grab our notebooks and we're going to just reflect, just write anything down, just a thought, feeling, sentence. And when you're done that, I just want to say thank you so much for coming. Please thank yourself for coming. It's a beautiful thing to do on this sunny, thankful Tuesday. If you can get outside, that would be great. Please stay hydrated. Please wear sun cream. I'm slightly obsessed with telling everyone to wear it. The NHS had this poster that they were sharing on social media that was like, there's no safe way to get a tan. And it was a person with a fully burnt back with like white marks saying, but it'll tan though. And yeah, I just get a bit stressed out by sunburn. And if I can encourage that, then I've achieved something today. And yeah, like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, drop a comment if you have anything you want to say or any questions. I'll put the quote in the members group, and I'm back teaching Stretch and Relax tomorrow, so I'll see some of you there. And yeah, hope you all have a wonderful week, wonderful day if I don't see you tomorrow. Thanks everyone. Sun cream and hat. Yep, hat protects scalp. Our heat essential. Thanks, Awa. Yep. You're on my wavelength. Fat 50 all the way to Shona and Katrina. Yes. Thanks. I put Fat 50 on my face every day. I mean, I'm a pale Scottish person, so I need to, but yes. Thanks, everyone. See you later. Also, some cream smells so good. I'm slightly obsessed with the smell. Yeah. Bye. All the best.